Good morning. Happy Friday. We made it through the week. Yay. All right, I've got a few things I need to do just to get myself going before I get into things. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever's watching. And give me a few minutes and then we'll get right into it. I've got a leak I've got to wipe up, and I've got misters to set. Be right back. Good morning, Pro Pyro. Good morning, Bernie. What's up, everybody? All right, I just got to go get some water to fill the tower because it's wilted, because it ran out this morning and I didn't notice because it's a busy morning. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hang tight. It's Friday. All right, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. We're here and we're ready to go. What up, Corey? Thank you for being here. What's up, Pro Pyro? What's up, Bernie? Thank you guys so much. Bernie says, little hungover this morning. Too many beers last night. Well, thank you for hanging out with Andrew and I last night. Such a good time, as always. For those of you that missed it, I was on Ogo channel yesterday, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of good laughs, and a lot of joking around. Good morning, Travis. Happy Friday. So good to see you here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Friday. It's kind of a, bittersweet Friday because, everybody loves a Friday, but it's also nearing the end of what didn't really feel like summer. And what's up, Ray? Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. End of summer, man. What the heck? Where did summer go? I barely got any flowers in my outdoor garden. I barely got a tan. What the what up, G4T? Happy Friday. So you guys, this weekend, even though the temperatures, I don't know what's going on with the weather. It's freaking cold out now, but hopefully we'll still see some summer weather throughout the month of September. So just savor every minute, you guys, because it'll be freaking snowing before we know it, depending on where you live. So today we're going to talk a little bit of planning, but first I got the green tower. Take you guys with me. Take my water. We've got 2 gallons, 8 liters. So the green tower, it was running a couple hours ago when I was here, but Guess we're out. All right, so let that run. The yellow tower is still going, but I'm gonna add my last jug in there. And myself, I like winter, cooler temps, haha. See, I don't mind the winter now that I've got this awesome freaking grow tent to grow throughout the winter. So like I told you guys, in previous years, I've had this grow tent. I've just never gotten my shit together to use it during the winter. I usually end my grows in like the fall or November, and then I start up again in the spring, and it's all backwards. It should be used during the winter time when you can't grow outside. So hope everyone's having a great day today. Again, I had a really fun live yesterday with Andrew. Every other week we go live on Ogo Grown's channel. It's more centered around cannabis growing and just a different conversation. And then we come on my every other Friday or every other Thursday, and we chat all things aeroponics, growing your own food, and it's more geared toward food. So either way, it's always a good time because we always have a good laugh. And that's every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So next week, catch me and Andrew kicking it on the Fresh Princess channel. All right, I'm just gonna fill this yellow tower, and then we're gonna get to it, you guys. So what I'm thinking is to start cleaning up the yellow tower. I don't know if we're gonna start that today. I have like 10 things I want to do, and I'm not sure which one of them we should do today. I'm gonna start off with something else. G4T says, I'm about to take a break on my indoor garden. I'm about to start a whole house makeover. I'm gonna miss my plants. Oh wow, congrats. That's really exciting. Are you doing renovations yourself, or are you doing it with somebody, or are you hiring somebody? Because man, I've been through renovations before, and that is a pain. You're gonna need plants to help you de-stress, so good luck. What's up, Lim? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you tuning in. And Farmer Dawn, what is up? Lim says, do what you can. That's what it's all about, you guys. Do what you can. Doing it all myself. Wow, that's a lot of work, but there's something to be said for that. Then you kind of have the control. You know, if you have the vision, then you can execute it just the way you want it, and you don't have to deal with shoddy workmanship, which is what I find is like all too common these days. Is, you know, you hire people that are, you know, specialized in a trade to get something done, and they just royally F it up. So yeah. What's up, Death? Happy Friday. Good morning, good morning. Cheers, everybody. I've got my coffee. I've got things kind of under control in the grow tent. Are they ever really under control? So yeah, that's a nice thing about doing those things yourself. I recently went through a little bit of a renovation, and I'll never freaking do it again. F that. So I'm just noticing here, hang on one second, I just gotta check something. Alright, so yesterday, it looked like I accidentally snapped off one of the runners as I was cloning it, or maybe after what happened, but maybe when I was rotating the plant. So we're gonna have to replace that. We're gonna have to do another one today. So we'll start with that. We'll do a strawberry. First we'll do a tent tour. I have a little unboxing to do with you guys. I got some new goodies yesterday. So yeah, today's gonna be fun, you guys. So tomorrow, I've got a full day on the go. So I don't know what time my stream is gonna be. I'll probably hop on like literally as I'm having my coffee before I head out of the house. So yeah, I've got a busy day tomorrow. I've got my cousin lives in Vancouver, BC. I've told you guys this yesterday, but for those of you that are new, lives in Vancouver, and he's coming here to go to university or college or whatever, and he needs a ride and he needs help moving in. So I'm gonna go pick him up, help him move in, and that's gonna be tomorrow. So I thought, you know, what if I put him in the hot seat, and as his payment for me driving him to school and helping him move in. What's up, TDC? Good morning. Thanks for being here. Is Vancouver far from me? Yes, it's across the country. It's about a 3-hour flight, 3.5 hours to 4 hours maybe. And so he's flying in here, and yeah, so tomorrow I go pick him up, I grab all his stuff, and we head over to college, which is about 1.5 hours, 2 hours away. I help him move in, and so that's going to be my day. So I thought, you know, what if while I'm driving him there, it's going to be time for my live, I should put this kid in the hot seat and make him go live, and you guys can just, you know, grill me while I'm driving through him. But anyways, I thought, you know what, maybe he won't feel comfortable with, so my brow's on fleek. Oh my god, I'm like, you know what, sometimes I'm like, did I make it too dark? I'm just kidding. Anyways, so that's so funny. You guys are hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a little anyways, whatever, guys, that's part of going live. You guys see the real me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's gonna be my day tomorrow. So I'll probably end up hopping on a live in the morning before I head out for the day, and yeah, it'll be an interesting day. I remember when I went to college, I went to a local college, so I never had the experience of, you know, living in a dorm, and so that'll be new to me. You know, by proxy, I'll get to experience that tomorrow and see what the dorm life is like. So it'll be fun. Thanks so much, Deb. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I had a really good day yesterday. As we always talk about, it's really fun when you get to hang out with plant people, because then you get to be your true self. So I have a friend, you guys are on Instagram, you probably know Farmer Anthony, and he works for Quality Horticulture, and so he was in my area yesterday and hooked me up with some goodies, and happy long weekend for the American folks and for the Canadian. It's a long weekend this weekend too. G4T says, my daughter is in college, it's her 3rd year. Awesome. We just moved her back in her dorm 2 weeks ago. Exciting, very exciting. I wonder, what is she studying? Yeah, so I got to meet up with Farmer Anthony yesterday, and really knowledgeable, really awesome, and yeah, we got to hang out for about an hour, just catch up, talk all things plants, and we got some goodies. And Death, I thought of you right away when I opened the box. I'm gonna go get the box, and we're gonna do a little unboxing before we do the tent tour, and I'll show you guys what I got. We got some goodies. All right. Registered nurse. Awesome. Good for her. Yes, extra day to garden. Exactly. Well, not for me because I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow. I work Monday. Oh, that's... Hope you get time and a half or double time and a half. All right. So, Anthony, he got us a box of goodies. All right. So, a lot of this stuff, like when you get the box, we're so busy just catching up that I forget to ask what everything is. And, you know, Christmas early. Yeah, exactly. Always love goodies. Yeah. All right. So the first thing we've got in the goodie bag is a sick hat, which, I mean, it's a men's hat. So it looks like a helmet on me. LOL. I'll put it on you guys. No, just kidding. Whatever. It's a nice hat. So we got a Grow Dan hat. I left the mug upstairs, but we also got a Grow Dan mug. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what this is. I look good in dad hats. This one, actually, did Anne give me this one? No, General Hydroponics sent me this one. This one fits. I just have to adjust the snapback, but I wear it if I don't have my glasses in here and I'm working under the light. But yeah, it's a good hat. I'm not really a hat girl, but I feel like my head's so small. But anyways. All right, so this is what we got. We got Flora Pro Calcium and Micro. So it's meant to be used as a part of the Flora Pro product system to provide a complete fertilizer program. So I have no idea what this is. You want the GH hat? I will send it to you. No, I'm just kidding. I actually love this hat. I wear it all the time. But I do have a green and gray one that's pretty sick. But before I start, this is Anthony's signature stick. Okay, so he works for Quality Horticulture. Quality Horticulture is the Canadian distributor for various brands like Rodan, Lost Coast, General Hydroponics, Canna, all kinds of brands. So this is his sticker. Farmer Anthony, real good guy. Anyways, so we did a little trade. I gave him some seeds, some zinnia seeds, because he loves growing flowers. And I'm going to try to get you one, Death Squad. Flora Pro, so I don't know how to implement this and what I'm going to do. Does this replace CalMag, or is it in addition to CalMag? We're going to have to do some research on this, you guys, because I got no clue. But again, this is the goodie box we're unboxing from our friends at Quality Horticulture. These are going to come in handy for when I'm like taking apart the towers or the bucket system. Believe it or not, sometimes I hurt my hands, and we've got some gloves, but I do think actual trimming gloves, right? They feel like work gloves though, or like some heavy duty outdoor gardening gloves. So these are the Canna gloves, but they're a little big on me, but they'll do the trick when I'm doing some outdoor work. And all right, so we got some other cool stuff. I'm gonna save the best for last. But one thing in the box, or two things in the box that I'm really excited about. And Death, that's the stuff that made me think of you. Oh, for those of you, since you got hats, we got another one here. General Hydroponics toque. Winter coming around, it's gonna be perfect. Love it. We got, yeah, I was out hustling yesterday. What we growing today, we are unboxing some new stuff we got to help us grow more. What up, Krogan? Thanks for joining us last night. I was live with Andrew on Ogo's channel. Next week we'll be back on mine, so come check us out. I've got some ACD trellises. I mean, it took me quite a bit of time to set up the trellis that I have now, so maybe eventually we'll use these. Okay, so this is called pure mycorrhizal inoculant. Is this the same as mycorrhiza and what we've been talking about, how we're going to start our new seeds? Help me out. How do I implement this in my grow? What do I do? How do I use it? Get some help. I want to find me some cool arm sleeves. I'm actually allergic to trichomes on cannabis. When my arms rub on the plants, they break out. Wow! So you should be, your handle should be allergic to trichomes instead of gardening for trichomes. LOL. Frog says I'm lost. Well, I hope you find yourself. Myco is it can be applied directly to the roots. Never used it in hydro though. So it can be applied directly to the roots if your roots are in a substrate. Your roots have to be in some kind of substrate for the mycorrhiza to actually establish the symbiosis of what's gonna, like the symbiosis that's gonna benefit the roots. So even if it is water soluble, I'm with Hasholio. No organic material in the system. I'm already doing a big no-no with the organic fertilizer I'm using, and so that's gonna bring me to the last thing that's in this box. I'm excited to show you guys. Hey, it's almost like he watches my lives. I'll be cleaning my emitters. Yes, absolutely. I already am every single day, so I'm right there. Yeah, Hasholio. Next grow, it's time to reassess what we're doing with the newts. Microbes are good, no matter if you are organic or hydro. Of course, they are good. I just think that in order for them to take effect, so I reached out to a few mycorrhiza companies, and they said that unless I use it at the seed starting point, and that's only if I'm starting it in rock wool. I don't even know if it'll work in polyurethane, but it will not work in a hydro or aero system if applied to the reservoir. The roots need to be sitting in some type of substrate. Yeah, unfortunately, this kind of stuff, even if it's water soluble, what happens is it dissolves, but not all the way, and then you get like at the end like a little bit of this sludge. It gets stuck and lodged in your systems, and then over time it hardens and your lines get clogged, which is what I'm dealing with now. You guys, I'm literally unclogging my shit every single day. It's insane. It's insane. We got some measuring spoons that always comes in handy. Some markers, so maybe one day I'll actually get my shit together and start labeling. But actually, you know what? I think those will be perfect. I can actually just tuck them. What's up, Dottie? Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. I can actually just tuck them right in the foam collar with a label of what I'm growing. So that is pretty cool. What up, Dawn? Happy Friday. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm in a great mood today, you guys, because it's Friday. And the last couple of weeks have been so tough that I'm just happy. Just happy. All right, and dun, 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 dun. I feel like going like this and just making it rain sticky sticks. Up MF Clone. You know, I was thinking about so when I make a coffee and I use 10% cream, it says 10% MF, which means milk fat. But now, well, then I used to look at it and be like 10% motherfucker. And now I look at it and I'm like 10% metal face. Don says, I'm in a great mood, been working on Tractor Day, keeping the farmers going. So proud. You should be so proud. That is awesome. Happy Friday to you. I'm glad you're in a great mood. We got sticky sticks. These are great to just put around your tent. I'm guilty of overwatering my lemon seedling, which is in soil, so these are awesome for fungus gnats. We also got some Botanicare lip balm. And all right, so here's the part that I'm excited for. This is on the topic of lines getting clogged with organic fertilizers. We got some Flora Clean. So apparently this is used not only to keep your lines clean, you can use it to reset your system. It is a clearing solution. And so it says it's formulated to remove fertilizer residue that can accumulate in hydroponic systems, growing media, and potting over time. Use Flora Clean to maintain your hydroponic system or potted plants and eliminate excess salts that can accumulate over time from regular fertilizer application. So my question is it the same as High Clean? So High Clean says it's to clean and prevent. This says it's to clean. Prevent salt, mineral, and fertilizer buildup in irrigation lines and grow media. So it's probably mostly H2O2, isn't it? That's a great question. I don't see Indians. It says mix 1.25 to 2.5 mils per liter of water. Use milder solution for young or fragile plants, stronger solution for older and stronger, close to harvest. Recirculate in hydroponic system for 1 to 2 hours and refill hydroponic system with fresh nutrient solution. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a lot to flush my system. And we're going to have to make water all over again, you guys. All right, last but not least, so I'm going to learn how to, we're going to try it out. And last but not least, death. I thought of you because I know this is what you use. We got the good stuff, you guys. So this is a synthetically based fertilizer. I know it's synthetic, I know it's chemical, but it's like, it's just going to make my life a lot easier. And sometimes shortcuts are that way. And so this is supposed to be what I should be using in my hydroponic or aeroponic system. This is what's going to travel through my lines and not leave a lot of debris or crap behind. And so now I'm like, maybe I do start a new grow. Maybe, you know, I can like take my pepper plants out and put them in water for like a day while I reset my entire system and start over again. And I'm like, maybe I should. Like maybe we to start a grow like, you know, the last week of September. And we start our seeds now and get our cuttings now and do all that now. So I'm going to have to maybe, you know, I've got a long drive tomorrow. That's what I do is during that drive, I'll think about what next step is, because there's a lot of ways I could do this. Dad says that is the best shit. It is synthetic, but is really great. Plus a booster. Morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day. What's up, Main Dad? Thanks so much for being here. Botanic Hair BioGuard is better for your system than lip balm. Hey, man, I take what I can get. It was free. I didn't ask for any of it. I take what I can get. I'm just grateful for anything. But yes, I know Botanic Hair is the, I think they own GH, right? Or GH owns Botanic Hair, but Botanic Hair is the organic line or the, I don't know how they're affiliated, but it's, anyways, BioGuard. I wonder what that is. Is that the same, something similar to clear your system, to clear your lines? See, I do it the manual. I remove my lines. I clean them with, like, you know those straw brushes? I use that, and that's how I clean lines. But that's, you know, once it's reset. So, making sure my nozzle's open. I had some issues this morning. That's a great goodie box you got there. Yes. Clean and use fish tank liquid. You won't get slime. Interesting. Yeah, so I need to decide Do I keep things the way they are and continue just, you know, band-aid fixing my system? Or, you know, do we kind of start to clear things out of the buckets so that we can reset and, you know, start anew, kind of a new regimen, new nutrients, new schedule for like cleaning the lines and flushing them. And so I don't know, I got to think about it, but there's got to be a better way to manage this. You know, it's time to level up the way I'm doing things. So even though I want to prolong this grow for as long as possible, I also won't get very far, or, you know, prolonging it as long as possible may not be that great of an experience if the systems are constantly clogged. And, you know, so something to think about. You know, do I want to be like midwinter where, you know, everything's so established and then I gotta take everything apart because it's just too clogged? So I'm starting to think now's the time to kind of pause what I'm doing and reassess. So lower your water temperature or switch to 3-part GH and keep a sterile reservoir. So yeah, lowering my water temperature is definitely something I need to do for sure. What is the 3-part GH? I think it's this, right? There's like a third part to this, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think there's a third bottle to this. Flora series is a 3-part. So yeah, I don't know, but anyways, we'll see. The mixture on the chart back before. Yeah, I know what general hydroponics is. Just asking what the 3-part is. I think this is the 3-part, the Flora series. Oh, the brown one. Okay, the micro. Got it. What the heck, Anthony? Where's my third bottle? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna look into that. But yes, water temperature is definitely something I need to fix. We're still struggling with the pH, which is why our pepper leaves are kind of yellowing today. And yeah, so we're gonna go through with the tent tour in just a sec. I'm gonna turn my lights down. I'll show you everything that's growing on. Give me a moment. I had a leak this morning. And my green ran out of water this morning, so it's a little bit wilted right now. Do not use it without the micro. Got it. I wouldn't use it now. I don't know if you'd call it, what's up, Crumblewig? Thank you for being here. I don't know if you'd call it like being OCD or just being normal. I don't know. But anyways, I wouldn't implement that unless I like reset my system. I'm not gonna like mix the organic fertilizer with the synthetic one. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing and then I'll implement when I'm ready to start anew. All right, so seedlings, those are still alive, thank goodness. Here I have my strawberry plant. Oh, I'll show you the hours first, as always. Make sure my tent is shut here. All right, Hasholio says, I'm gonna repeat myself. Do not use it without the micro. Everybody, repeat after me. Do not use it without the micro. I got it. Thank you so much, Hasholio. I really appreciate it. Farmer Don says, seems like you're in a great spot to start fresh. Yeah, we have, you know, these mature tomato plants and stuff, but if we're talking, you know, shutting her down in about a month, I'll take my cuttings, I'll root them, I'll prepare. And so, yeah, it's kind of, do want to start a new grow so that come winter time, we're in full bloom and ready to go, and we manage our issues with the system now so that we don't have to deal with it later. So it's one of those things that I have to think through. You can Google the floor series chart on Google for mixtures when you are ready to look into it. Yes, they have all their feeding charts on their website too. All right, so here is the yellow tower. The idea is to with strawberries. So that's kind of the next step before doing anything is all right, guys. I'm going to show you the green tower. It's wilted. It looks horrible. I forgot to fill it. It'll bounce back within the hour or so. So the goal is to harvest the rest of this in the next week. So finish the green tower. Next weekend is going to probably be the tear down and put back together. It'll be green tower weekend. We'll take everything that's thriving from this yellow tower, get it into the green tower, take down the yellow tower, clean it, and then get prepared with our strawberry clones to fill the yellow tower. And then that'll clear up more space in the buckets, and then we'll have to figure out what to do with everything in the buckets while kind of reset the systems. So yellow tower, we've got parsley, mustard greens, sage, flowers, which I'm gonna get rid of these. They're just taking up space, and they're just creating humidity and taking up space. So I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. The only thing I'm probably gonna keep is the celosia flower. Since it's already starting to flower, it looks very, very cool. And everything else is gonna go, all the parsley is still thriving, and it'll continue to thrive as long as we maintain the conditions. So we'll get that in the green tower. Yeah, green tower looking sad, but we'll come back to it later and we'll see if it's bounced back. And then tomatoes are doing great. We've got more on the way. We pruned them this week and got some new flowers. I'll show you around the other side. All the tomatoes are going around the other side. Got our strawberry plant. She's got her own personal fans. Yes, hash oleo, that is a huge thing. Is the towers are great, but you've got to have them on a timer. Mine are a perfect example of what happens when you don't have it on a timer. And so, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Put them on a freaking timer. But yes, they are great towers. I think they're awesome to grow lettuce, herbs, even flowers, and hopefully strawberries. We're gonna find out soon. But yes, timer is definitely needed, which is why I kind of want to reset the towers and, you know, get things back on track. I've got new seeds coming this week, and so the time is right, you guys. The time is right. So our strawberry plant, she seems to be doing better now. It's not getting watered as much. It's not as hot in here, and it's not as humid in here. And the size of the strawberries seems to be getting bigger. So we'll see how they do. I'm still working on the texture. They are mushy, and so I'm trying to reduce temperatures and humidities in order to help prevent that. Yesterday, the time is right. Yes. No pun intended. So yesterday we used some root balls to clone or root the runners so we can clone our strawberries. So there they are. And this is our dahlia flower here. We've got our first dahlia buds that are going to bloom probably this coming week. So I'm very excited. It's my first time seeing an aeroponic dahlia. I've grown one aeroponically, and I'm very excited to have some color back in the garden in terms of flowers, since I had to get rid of my big zinnia plant that was here. Watermelon, oh man, I think it just kind of stopped growing, so we'll see. I'm gonna leave it for a little while longer, and then we'll see what happens. These guys, I gotta get back on track. We had some watering issues, but now I have the misters going on a little bit so it can catch up. But yeah, this is the Chinese 5-color pepper, and do I have 1 or 2 strawberries? I have 3 strawberry plants right now, so there's one there, there's one here, and then there's one there, and then we have 3 clones in the works. Strawberries don't like a lot of newts. Well, slacking with the newts because I had so many leaks in my system, so that is definitely not a problem. But at least I'm getting a good yield. I just need the quality of the fruit to be good. So this is the one that we cloned a month ago, Death, right here. It's already starting to flower now. So we got 2 producing plants. Lower the nitrogen when you get your pH correct. Okay. You guys are so knowledgeable, honestly. I love getting to chat with you guys and pick everyone's brain. This is how I learn. All right, so this is our Chinese 5-color pepper plant. Obviously, it's got some deficiencies. The pH too high, but I'm still gradually working my way up with the nutrients, and then we'll have to add some pH down. So yeah, these are the Chinese color peppers. For some reason, the other plant is producing much larger sized peppers than this one. Actually, some of them are pretty large. So next week, we're going to be making some hot sauce, you guys. So yeah, back to the tomatoes. This is where you can really see all the growth. A lot of little clusters forming, a lot of new flowers, and moving on down the line. Plano pepper plant, we harvested everything. So we've got some new ones growing here. And then I've got some bell pepper plants. So here's all, we got more tomatoes growing here. I've got quite a few clusters coming up here. Some flowers, more tomatoes, and bell peppers. So yeah, these guys are struggling. Got our bell peppers growing. Got some here, but we'll get everything back on track. I'm not concerned. I just need to give them time. We got some new growth there. Death says, I hear strawberries are very finicky with each, even in soil. I don't know much about strawberries, but you're probably right. And Hasholio says it's hard to lower nitrogen with organic-based newts. I don't know anything about that, but I'm sure I will find out very quickly. All right, so second bucket system, more bell peppers. These guys are doing much better than they were the last couple of days. I've reduced the watering. I've lowered the pH, and I've the nutrients back on track, and we've got new growth. They're looking pretty lush. The yellowing is starting to go away. We're gonna have to pinch all these flowers. If you want large size bell peppers, no more than 7 peppers per plant, all these flowers mean fruit is coming, so we're gonna have to pinch all those off, you guys. These are all bell peppers. These are the eggplants. In the last 24 hours, they've grown significantly, like a lot. These leaves are much bigger than my hand. Hasholio says they look a lot better than 3 days ago. Yes, so sometimes it just, you know, minor adjustments every day and giving them time. But yes, they are looking a lot better. We're learning, and we're trying to apply everything that we learn. So thank you, Hasholio. That means a lot coming from you. Pepper is booming. Yes, it is. All right, so what do we got here? Let me just catch up on the chat before I continue. What are some tomato recipes people are making? I can only eat spaghetti so many times. Okay, chili, tomato soup, salsa, like Death said, great idea. You can make caprese salad. So if you've got sliced tomato, fresh basil, and some bocconcini cheese, you can make like a tomato salad. You can make bruschetta and put it on toasted baguette. So you like chop up tomatoes, onions, maybe some parsley, put some pressed garlic in there, a little bit of olive oil. You can make, what else? There's so much stuff you can make. You can add it to your dish. Like I add tomatoes in anything. Butter chicken is tomato-based Indian dish. Just add some yogurt and cream. Heat up some naan. That's a great idea too. There's a lot you can do, or you can even make, you know what I've made before? It's really good. Either zucchini boats or stuffed zucchini, where you core the zucchini, you season your ground beef, and you make like a ground beef mixture. You stuff the zucchini with it, and then you let it simmer in a pot with like tomato sauce. And then when it's ready, you just melt some freaking cheese on that, and it's the best. There's so many good dishes out there. Let me think, and I'll put some recipes community for you guys. Simmer steak and tomatoes till tender. That's it. Nice. Yes, there's I know I'm getting hungry now. Me too, you guys. Where's my freaking tomatoes? That actually makes me want a tomato. Do I have any ripe ones? I've been snacking so much in the grow tent that I think I've like eaten all the ripe tomatoes. All right. These got huge, you guys. In the last few days, they got quite big. MF clone pizza. That's a great idea. So yeah, we've got spikes or thorns forming on the eggplant. It's hard to see, but those are little thorns. Right there, you can see some. Anyways, I've got 5 eggplant plants, and I arranged them from largest to smallest. So this one is doing the least well, but the watering nozzles weren't working. That's why it wasn't. Now I fixed it, and now it's finally growing. See, I didn't give up on it. Now I want pizza. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. All right, so I'm just gonna take you guys to the other tomatoes, and this is. Oh my god, I always do that. Walk right through a plug, and then I almost knock it over. All right, so yeah, I cannot freaking wait for this. Look at this plant. Like, all of this in one little concentrated area is all on one plant. That'd be an awesome harvest in itself. This alone is like a little pint that you buy from the grocery store. You know, those plastic pints that come packed with tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. This is like one whole one. And this plant is doing so well compared to the others. It's just taken off, and we've got so many flowers on one plant, so many tomato clusters on plant. It's pretty crazy, but I'm just loving this tomato cluster right now. Beautiful. And the second one is also fruiting, but not as bountiful as the first one. But these are getting quite large. You know, you could tell that they're definitely younger and, you know, healthier than these ones. These ones don't look, they just, I don't know, maybe they're just, you know, super mature. So maybe it is time to move on from them and start anew. And then the only thing I would keep is, you know, the dahlias and all the peppers, and then potentially the watermelon. We'll see how it does. So yeah, something to consider, but I'm definitely going to have to start planning and prepping for that. So those are the buckets. Everything is on the mend. As you guys know, it's been a rough couple of weeks. There was a lot going on, and it was difficult to stay on track with painting everything. And Pro Pyro says, literally just ordered a perfect pepperoni. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me so freaking hungry and making me want pizza. So, before, I know I said we were going to start seeds today, but before I start seeds, I really need to just think and plan what I'm going to do. And so I'll do that tomorrow, and then Sunday we're going to start executing. Sunday's live. I'll probably start to I think by like tonight or tomorrow I'll have harvested everything in the green tower, and then I can also do the tower takedown during, it doesn't have to be on a weekend. Reef Commander, what up? Thank you for being here. Cherry tomatoes are indeterminate. You can keep them for a long time. Some people hang them from a string and lower them as the fruit ripens. Wow, that's a great idea. Yes, cherry tomatoes last a really long time, and so I'm trying to think of how can I keep them but also reset my system. I guess I would just do the flush with them in the system. They are quite established, and they are, you know, clipped to the trellis and everything. That removing them is too tricky. Main Dad says, I would love to have one of those towers, but it costs too much. Well, I am working on something more affordable and something a little smaller. So stay tuned for that. You know, things can get pricey and it can be difficult, and sometimes you just be able to grow. And so I'm trying to work on something that's a little more affordable. Thanks, TWC, appreciate you. So yeah, we are going to, I guess I'm gonna put this back here. So yeah, or I just let things continue to grow the way they are and move everything over to one bucket system while I'm resetting, and then reset this bucket system while the tomatoes are still in it. And that's what I could do. It's just challenging because when I reset a system, I really like to like clean everything out. I take the system apart and I wash all the components. So it's gonna be like difficult for me to reset it the way I want to without removing everything. Asholio says, Main Dad, you can make your own tower quarter of the price. Absolutely. You know, I've seen some people grab like Home Depot buckets and, you know, stem, and you just get like a hole saw, drill some holes, and you can, I guess, either use net pots, or some people create like little slots. And it's very, you know, you can take like a tote and take a hole saw, like you get like a bucket system. Take a hole saw, drill into the lid, put your net pots in, get some kind of drip or some pump that's recirculating, and boom, there you go. So it's a lot of work, but you have to have the time to put aside to do it. And you know, a lot of people just don't have the time to think these things through, so they purchase a system. But it yourself is, I've seen so many people make their own, so many people. And then you just get, you know, a pump, you use a different vessel for your res, and yeah, very, very simple. It's true, there are a lot of things you can do in life for a quarter of the price. You had, whoa, Reef Commander, you had a class in high school called hydroponics? That is the coolest thing I've ever freaking heard. My courses in high school sucked. Oh my gosh, that would have been awesome. Actually, you know what? Had I taken a course back in high school, any course in high school, I probably freaking failed. I'm not a school person. I just learned through experience and through failure and through chatting with you guys. Yes, we did. Haha, it was a greenhouse. That is so awesome. Haha, bro, growing weed in the garage isn't a class. LOL. That's so funny. Yes, hydroponic class is so sick. Oh my god. My school hydroponic class was a plant in my closet. LOL. Oh my gosh. Well, my hydroponic class is right now, right here, boots on the ground, real life experience, just through the wolves. That is funny, man. It's like I went backwards though. It's like now, as I get older, now I want to learn. Now I want to be responsible and I want to learn. But back then, you couldn't pay me to go to high school. Like I didn't care for school at all. My first semester of grade 9, which is in Canada, that's like the first entry grade to high school. And yeah, I failed math, science, and English. And not because not because I don't possess the intelligence. It's because I just didn't have the desire. I didn't care. I was the type who was like, the morning of exams, I'd open my textbook for the first time all year and be like, what page are we supposed to read again? And yeah, and I was one of those that's like, every year, summer school. And even summer school, I don't even remember if I passed summer school. But then came college, and college, man, I got kicked out my first couple of months just for smoking too much weed and skipping all my classes. So yeah, man, I'm not a learner type, but yet I find myself here. So I'm quite impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that I've learned as much as I have, I'm like, damn, I'm not that stupid after all. I'm just kidding. I'm not stupid. I always say I'm not smart, but I'm just not stupid. I would skip class and go join Buddy's gym class, hydroponics. Oh my God, I can't believe you had a hydroponics class. Like, that is so awesome. Princess is an OG gangsta student. I mean, if that's what we call it, then yes, I am. Yeah, Death Squad. It's just, I don't know, it's just the way I always was, and I always get in so much trouble, but I just didn't care. I actually, you know what, I got put in this class where, like, people that, you know, had challenges learning, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I got put it was called the TIPS program or learning strategies, or I don't know, man, whatever. Anyways, we're good now. I'm not getting myself into trouble anymore. Only in the garden. Only in the garden. Reef Commander, I'm a self-taught carpenter with my own business, but never went to high school for it. That is awesome. I've heard so many people call this YouTube University. That is where I learn all my shit, you guys. You get in trouble how? Many, many ways. You don't seem like that kind of person to get in so much trouble. That's why it's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I got in quite a bit of trouble. You know, I was even telling Andrew, like, even in elementary school, I wasn't a bad kid. I think I just liked attention, and I would just do stupid shit. Yeah, like even in oh my gosh, I'll never forget it. In grade 7, I'm somebody where my mind is always in the gutter. And in grade 7, they had the kids in kindergarten that would go out for recess, and they would draw like all their silhouettes, like they would trace their shadows outside on the pavement. And then it came for the older kids' recess time, and I would go and I'd vandalize all their drawings. I mean, because I'm on YouTube and I don't want to get censored, I draw all private parts, any kind of private part on these kindergartners, like they're like 4 years old, and I'm just effing up their drawings. And I also signed my name, Natalie. So then an hour after recess, the principal's like, will all the Natalies from grade 4 to 7 please report to the office? And I got an in-school suspension. So that was a pivotal moment in my life for sure. Kidding. Ever been in handcuffs before? Well, I'll probably, you know, maybe in my personal life, but I'm just kidding. A jean jacket and a joint gets you street cred. Yes, or a leather jacket. You can literally Google anything you want to know these days. Who needs school? Exactly. I'm falling in love. LOL. Oh my god. Extra smart people need extra attention and things to keep busy. I guess that's me, you guys. Maybe I didn't get enough attention as a child. I don't know. Yes, I drew bad stuff, and that's why I got in trouble. Anyways, you guys, that's why I always say, like, I've got a good sense of humor, joke around here, obviously within reason, but yeah, I just like to, you know, I know he did, and I don't know why I answered that way. That's just my sense of humor. I've never been in handcuffs, period. Point. Okay? It's just my sense of humor. But you guys, maybe you'll get to know me at some point. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, sometimes I try to be like, you know, witty on the fly, and clearly it doesn't work out. It doesn't land. Yeah, exactly, Reef Commander. You guys are hilarious. I hope this live chat replay works. Every time I do a live, unfortunately, the replay never seems to work. But get to know if YouTube don't delete you. No, I make sure of that. I make sure of that. I try to keep it clean, you guys. I try to keep it clean. It's about gardening and plants and food. But we can also have a good time, because sometimes life gets tough and you just gotta have fun and laugh, because what the else are you gonna do? Anyways, you guys, we were supposed to get some shit done today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Last time I saw a replay, it worked for me. Oh, cool. It depends on what it is. I know sometimes it doesn't always work, and sometimes I'm grateful that it doesn't work, because I'm like, sometimes I read stuff wrong on the chat or whatever. Anyways, all right, guys. So tomorrow, I can't promise a live. Like I said, I'm going to be on the road, but I will do my best. I'll hop on for like early morning when I have my coffee. If you guys are around, come hang, and if not, do not worry. But yeah, we'll see you guys Sunday. Sunday we're going to start to clean out the green tower, I think, harvest whatever's left, and then this coming week we're going to do another tower takedown. We're going to clean the green tower, put it back together, and then prepare to fill the yellow tower with the strawberry, and get this plan in motion. So on that note, happy freaking Friday, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day, and had fun hanging out with you guys as always. Come check me out tomorrow morning if you want to have me. I'll be up at it early, probably like 8 o'clock. But if not, have a good one, you guys, and happy long weekend for every minute of the last weekend of summer. In fact, I encourage you guys to not hang out on my live Sunday. Go enjoy the summer. Go enjoy your last weekend. But if you want to, I'll be 12 p.m. Eastern time. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. And don't forget to smash that like way out.